All right, good evening and welcome to week 4. You're almost there. All right, so let's go ahead and go through the housekeeping of the what we're going to be doing this week.
Okay.
Programs required for this class, which we've covered, and you already have them, so we're not going to worry about that. Week 3 class, week 4 class material. Whoops. There we go. All right, so that takes care of that part. Now we're going to bring it up and actually go through what's required this week. Let me share. All right, can you see my screen?
Yes, I can.
All right, cool. Okay, so for this week, identify and implement interactive elements that follow current best practices in web design. Now, what do you remember about the best practices of web design from your other class?
I don't remember. You're talking about my one that I had when 240, whatever it is.
Yep, any of them.
I know web design should be simple, yet get the point across and be user
Friendly.
Yeah, be user friendly, easy to navigate.
Okay, so a good UX and a good UI.
Yep.
Okay. Also, the crap theory, right?
Right.
And that is what?
I don't remember, but I know I looked it up.
Okay, can I have you look it up really quick because we need it this week. You'll see as we get in there why, okay?
Yeah, I'm not sure I even have it on my... hang on. I know I've got it. Got to have it in my...
You know, something that helps me is I actually printed it out in big letters and taped it above my desk.
Yeah, that's right. It would. And I didn't think about it.
That's okay. I had to do that.
Well, I know that I had to look it up when we had it last time.
Yeah.
Because I didn't remember. It's heck when you get old.
Just type in crap design theory. Yes,
repetition, alignment, and proximity.
You got it. And I agree. I'm getting old. My birthday was Sunday, so.
Well, happy birthday.
Well, thank you. Okay, so compose and write the design process for each of the portfolio projects being featured. Choose and implement a third-party plugin to use. So this is all stuff we've discussed. Plan and execute an SEO, search engine optimization strategy. Test and publish the responsive portfolio website live on the internet. Now, you said you've got a what out there, a portfolio?
I have one. I have got one that I've put in Facebook, and I've got one on Weebly, but I haven't touched the one on Weebly in a long time because I got upset because I had my frog book on there.
Uh-huh.
And it was connected to where they could see the whole book. And it's not no more.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Okay. Create and video record a mock presentation of the portfolio website to a possible future employer or client.
Okay. Are you talking about the one that we're working on, that we have, that I started last week?
Yep, the one for week 3 that you haven't turned in.
I know. I turned in part of it. I'm working on the assessment.
Okay, I will grade that here later tonight. Okay, so for the discussion, understanding your design process is very important when communicating your work to a potential client or employer. They will want to know how you came up with your concept. So this is basically a nice little graph here of steps to do. You're going to find out what the requirements are, the design phase, implementation phase. Now notice each one of these goes backwards if you need to. Testing phase and installation and checkout phase. So
Yeah.
that installation and checkout phase used to be called the testing phase as well, but people got confused. So the best and easiest way to do this is to go back to ground zero and determine what the problem you were asked to solve. With many school projects, you were given briefs to work with and didn't write them yourself, but you still solved the design problem. You may think the design speaks for itself. I shouldn't have to explain it. Agreed, but that's not what this discussion is about. You'll be sharing your design process by answering the following questions. What was the client's problem presented? Low sales, new product, new target market, whatever was discussed in the brief. What methods did you explore due to solving the problems? Example, different slogans, using color to motivate, extreme cropping, whatever. And why do you feel your final situation was the best direction? This may seem very cumbersome at first, but the more you force yourself to write down your design process, the better you'll be able to communicate with potential clients and employers your creative vision. It does. It's just one of those practice makes perfect. All right. For this discussion, follow the process above and embed images of at least 3 of your portfolio pieces. Please do not link the images so your classmates have to download them.
Okay.
Your fellow classmates will give you constructive feedback. If you disagree or like something they have done, then tell them why. So in other words, we're going over this week the feedback. How do you do feedback? Have I discussed that with you? Have you been in the class when I discussed how to give feedback?
No.
Okay. Have you learned how to give feedback?
Constructive criticism.
Okay, that's part of it. There's 3 steps to feedback.
Okay.
We'll go over that here later.
Okay.
Okay, for the assignment. This week, you'll implement revisions and additions to your portfolio website using the advanced Muse features you learned about in weeks 1 and 2. So, revise your portfolio slider, include at least a sentence description of each piece of work you're showcasing. Include at least 2 advanced Muse features, homepage slider, panels, mobile menu, scroll effects, composition, social, etc. After watching the live lecture, okay? So you're going to basically use this widget site or one you found. But we discussed how to find the ones you want, right?
Right.
But let's take a look, see what they have here. And these are all free. A lot of these are free. We're going to search, as you can see, all these different companies at once. Filter items,
Free.
free. All right, so let's take a look at some of these. Tools to hide a message. A gallery a year, auto year,
Yeah.
which automatically shows the current year. Cookie notifier tells them, hey, we're going to be tracking your cookies, help you so you can come back quicker. Scroll reveal. Animista. HTML5 audio player. That one's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Power brooking. Power job board. Power menu. So you can even add other menus. Trial version of a gallery. Scroll progress. SEO stores. So this one will do the SEO stuff for you.
Yeah, I see that.
Hint, hint. Look at all these.
This is where I tried to download one,
From this?
and they told me to give them my email address, and they would give me the link, and never got it.
Okay, well, we'll look at that here.
Tell me about it.
Okay. We will look at that here later tonight as well, okay?
Okay.
Oh, Christmas snow widget.
Yeah, I looked at that one.
We're going to probably get that
That's
one.
neat.
That'll be fun.
It's neat.
I'm sorry, what?
I said I looked at that one. It was neat.
Oh, cool.
All the pages had snow coming down.
Okay, now the final quiz. The final quiz is on material that you've covered throughout the course. It's from learning objectives covered in live sessions. Be careful to read the question, okay? So we'll probably talk about that a little more tomorrow night.
Okay.
Next, the career integration. Okay,
I've already done that.
that's the one, huh?
I've already done that.
Good
No,
job.
not
No,
that
no.
one.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
this is the one that tells you what did you find the most value from the
Right.
reading, the assignment, and myself. This
I
one
kinda
helps
like
me.
that. I kind of like that since they've implemented, because it helps you as well as the instructor in the school,
It does.
and it
I like it.
helps me to realize the most valuable things that I have learned in the class.
Cool. I'm glad it does.
Yes, it does.
On top of using the other one that you get, right?
Right.
Okay. And that's it for this mod then.
Yeah, I know.
Now, what I would like you to do is at least put in an initial discussion post too from week 3.
Okay.
And I'll go through and grade everything tonight as well. So I'll get caught up on the grading.
I'm not too worried about the grading. I'm really disappointed in myself
Oh,
that I haven't, done my best to get all the assignment, the discussion, and everything done.
I get that. But I think you're doing pretty good in the class. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to go over and we're going to play with some of these things.
Okay.
Let's go ahead and shut that down. And
Go ahead.
I'm going to take this one to begin with.
Okay.
And preview. Let's take a look at it. A sound one. And I love this about Google Chrome, by the way.
Okay.
It just translated it from Spanish.
No, that's neat.
And that's the sound widget. So what we're going to do is we are going to get it. Okay, add to cart. That's the preview. View cart. It's right there. And proceed to checkout.
Mm-hmm.
This is what you did, right?
Yeah.
Okay, the billing we don't need to worry about because it's free, but
I didn't even get that. I thought,
Okay, yeah, you'll have to fill this out as well.
mm-hmm.
And then it'll download for you
No, it'll send you
a link.
email because it didn't say that I had to do all that.
Yeah.
And then it turned around and
Well,
told me
that was
to give it my email, and I did and never got it.
okay. Well, look at this one. This is Responsive Muse. Each one
Yeah.
of these, the company is different, so how they're going to download them may be different as well.
Yeah.
Muse to WordPress. That might be interesting. What is Facebook Open Graph? Let's take a look at the next page. All right, now we have, text color selector. Makes it easier to select the color. Google Analytics widget. Selfie product preview.
Okay.
Animated hamburger widget. Amazing animation to your hamburger menu. Hamburger menu is this little menu where they have the drop down like this. That's a hamburger menu.
Right.
Let's take a preview of it. Okay, so these are basically just graphics, all it does for you, but it does all the things for you.
Yeah.
Hover button, hover scale and rotate widget.
Yeah.
Facebook page widget.
One of the ones that I was trying to download.
One of those was?
That's like one of the ones that I was going to try to download.
See how it bounces?
Mm-hmm.
That one wouldn't be that hard to create. Social preview, mouse pointer, zoom. Oh, a zoom transition so you can zoom in and zoom out. YouTube subscribe, music player. Okay, let's take a look at that one. Preview it. Okay, it's not letting me preview it. Let you add to any site, but it didn't let you use it, test it. So to me, that's a bad thing.
Yeah.
News, social content, tools. Ad roll, movable content. That's how your puzzle could work. You can make a puzzle with that one.
Okay. I have to get that downloaded.
MailChimp. MailChimp is kind of like Google Mail or Yahoo Mail.
Yeah.
A lot of service providers use it. For example, Bluehost does. Watch, you'll log in, and it gives you the option. Come on, log in. All right, and it'll give you the option here, webmail or hosting. Well, the webmail, go in, and see we have squirrel mail, round cube, horde. They used to have chimp mail there too. But right now, those are 3 of them that they have.
Yeah.
So that would depend on what service you're using. Now, when it comes to the Bluehost, let's go back. We're going to log out. Now we're going to log into the hosting. Let me show you some things here. And this goes with this week when you start getting ready to post your site. Now, all these functions are what you can use. You add them in to your website. There's Weebly, so you can use Weebly plugins. So you can use Weebly on your site.
Yeah.
One-click installs, my installs, themes and templates, so you can actually go out and get themes and templates. Email manager, check your webmail, guide, a suite, a G Suite. Spam, so you could put these, click on them, and actually be able to control what your site's doing. The domains, the files, site, file manager. This is what the back end, which is all the coding, looks like in a web server.
Okay.
That's everything to deal. And what this site is this one. There's our website.
Yeah.
And like I said, I didn't do a lot. And as you can see, these are going to start going on their own.
Oh, you kind of worked on that when one of the classes too.
I believe week 1. And my submission page. But that is what all this is. Okay.
Uh-huh.
So you'll have to load it up, upload it. And you could upload the files right there.
Okay.
The one thing I don't like now is you can only upload one at a time.
Ah.
So I have to go through every time and do every file.
Oh.
And our home directory, that takes us to there. Then we have all sorts of other stuff. Files, so we can actually manage our files. Statistics, so we can actually look at the stats and see how much bandwidth we've used, how much people have looked at it, who the latest visitors are. And that's where that cookie one comes in. Register, so these are all for new domains. App machine. Oh, app machine, create gorgeous native apps. So in other words, I can go in here and automatically build my app.
Yeah.
Let's go back to here. Wasn't that one of them? I thought it was one back here, but this is where the cookie notifier comes in.
Yeah.
Facebook, monkey chew, gallery, playing cards type gallery, page flip, the current date,
Yeah.
searchable replace, tools, mobile menus, easy commerce sells e-commerce widget,
Yeah.
hover animation effects. This is where you might want to look to see what could happen with your puzzle page one.
Right.
Cool countdown, file embedded, graph, hit counter. How many people have been to your site? Map, pop-up, price table. So you can make a pop-up message for it.
Okay.
Tabs. So it's another way of looking at tabs. Another tab one, just like we have in the widgets already there.
Yeah.
Weather app. Responsive cookie policy, e-commerce again, countdown, comments. So people could add comments to your page. Full page navigation. Google Analytics, shapes, buttons, frames. It's a slide button. Hover circle, let's see, hover rolling push. Preloader. What that does is, like, if you got a site that's loads slow,
Uh-huh.
they'd put that up and you get a
Hold
countdown
on just a
loading.
minute. I'm sorry, that was my son that come in here talking to my granddaughter.
That's okay. All right, let's see. Event calendar, Google Analytics, animated hover button, animated shadow.
Oh, that's neat.
Yeah, let's take a look at that one. See how it's in the background when you roll over?
Yeah.
So you could do that one too as a rollover.
Where?
Shopify, instant zoom, smooth zoom, background widget. There's all sorts of things.
Did you
Facebook.
by any chance read my note on my assignment for week 2?
Yes, you were having some problem. You got it.
I got the buttons.
I saw that.
I got the buttons, but some parts of my thing disappeared.
I get that. It happens occasionally. Just like some of the things that I was running into. Remember some of the problems? That's one of them.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's nothing you did. Web to text chat software, so you can actually put a chat up there. Full screen video backgrounds. Info cycler. Rollover transitioner. More SEO stuff. Browser shadow. More menus.
I am going to write down this website.
Actually, it's right here. When you go into week 4,
Uh-huh.
assignment, it's right there.
Okay.
Step 3.
Okay.
Icons, Facebook share, buffer share button, icons pack, info icons, folios, so like backgrounds and stuff. Mega menu, look at that.
Mm.
It helps it so you don't have to create it. Pop menu for like cell phones. Three box, which is, let's see, box with opacity and parallax effects. Social roll. Social button animation.
Yeah.
Text magic, video list. That might help this week. All right, now, but as you can see, this is so that you can use a lot of this stuff here.
Right.
Solo SEO. See, so upgrades, these are already there. Professional services that they offer. Promotional, Google ad rewards, $100 bling credits. So it depends. And themes and templates.
Yeah.
But you create your own here. But basically, since we've did it in our program, all we have to do is upload it.
Yeah.
And you have image managers, index managers, error pages, and so on. Partners, these are people that work with Bluehost. And the Help Center. So this is all stuff to be easily used.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
As are those. All right. So what that does now we're going to talk a little more about the discussion this week, and then I'll be posting later tonight. Okay.
Okay.
So let's bring up, and I'm going to post exactly what I talk about.
Okay. I have a question to ask you too. I've put my things into, I did my assignment in Photoshop,
Okay.
but I could not get them to save to my library. So I'm having to individually take them and try to get them, put them in Illustrator and try and do it that way.
It's interesting. I'm not sure. We'd have to look at it and see what happened. All right. So this is going to be photos. And we're going to center it. And we want it to look like this. But remember, if you make this here, you have to make it a button so that when you put it into it, you're not putting the text back in, right?
Right.
Okay. I'm going to make it light blue. background instead of being that. You know what? I deleted the box by doing that. Putting that over it. Okay, so there we go. This will go down into there. All right, so now we have that. Now this one, the background's going to go to, there we go. That way we can see it. So that's the selected one. All right, so there's my photos portfolio page. Now, what we want to talk about is the layout. Let's take a look at those questions that were asked. What was the problem presented? Okay, so needs a portfolio, so that there was one that we needed a portfolio because we have nothing demonstrating our work on the web.
Yeah.
Okay, that's the answer, but you could probably be a little more in depth about the problem, right? Okay, what methods did you explore to solve the problem? All right, well, what type of layouts? There were a couple different layouts we could use. For example, when it comes to the photos, and you know what? I can now put something in there, so once I roll over it, it opens a larger version.
Okay.
Because, let's go back to here. Where was that? Was that on here? No, it was before it. And you can pretty much find it. There we go. The pop-ups.
Yeah.
Let's preview what the pop-up does. Pop-up right there. Now, once we pop that up, we could probably put a photo in there instead.
Yeah.
And the OK. Okay, so those are some of the things you could put in there to answer that question. Why do you feel the final solution was the best direction? Okay, the best direction for this was to lay them out, then let it roll over, make it so that the person would see a larger image.
Yeah.
Why? It utilizes the space that's there. Now, what's a problem with this? When you're giving creative feedback. Okay, there's 3 steps to a creative feedback process that people need to remember. Any feedback process. For a feedback, okay? Now notice, helps if I put the space, this is creative, not just feedback, okay? And if you watch, when we give you your feedback, this is a process that should be followed. Now, whether or not each instructor does it, it's another story. First, say something nice about it, about the art. Second, say the negative part. And third, end with a compliment. Okay, now, so we're going to take this. All right, now,
Screen's not big enough, huh?
well, if I slide things over, it is. All right, now, using that, using this site, using these steps. Okay, so step one, give me something you can say about this.
Like nice contrast to color.
All right. This site has a nice color contrast that what?
That makes your eyes float everything. You know,
That contrast that
good flow.
utilizes the designer's is it a graph or what? What's it called? When you break this out into cubes, what's the designer call it to break it out into squares?
I'm not sure.
The layout.
Layout, of course.
Layout to assist in the ease of flowing for the eyes. Okay. Good start. Now, negative.
Eyes is EYE.
Yeah, I caught that. Thanks. There's the negative, huh? No. Okay, so the negative about the site.
The black label on photos shouldn't be black.
Okay. Now, when you give the negative part, give a suggestion at the same time.
I'll give a suggestion.
Yep. So you started, the black shouldn't be black.
Okay. I'd take and make the photo, the word photo, in the orange on the light blue.
Okay. So for your selected tab, you use the blue, a light blue. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, and the no, not the back, the
That one.
tab. Yeah.
So you
put
keep the light
letters
blue
in orange.
and make that. That's what you'd say?
Yeah.
Okay, so.
The orange is gonna, I mean, you're, true enough, the black is there, but it doesn't go along with the consistency of the colors.
A light using the light blue okay. You may want to consider using the light blue
With the orange letters.
for the active tab. what? 4. How'd that come up? For the active tab and that's a red actually.
Oh, okay.
Red for the active text. You may also want to consider the use of the white space and how the eyes get stuck at certain points in the light blue box. Okay, now can you see how that happens right here? Your eyes get stuck, they'll go over. Okay, wow, what's holding my eyes in? They get stuck for a second, then they go back to here and whoa, then they can move on, but they stutter step is what happens.
Yeah.
Easy way to see that is close your eyes for a few minutes. I'll tell you when to open them. Actually, it's not even minutes. Now open them.
Okay.
Your eyes were pulled to right here, weren't they?
Yeah.
Because it's a big, wide open light space.
Right.
Or they're pulled to here. And then they fight back and forth, avoiding seeing the graphics. Okay?
Right.
So you'd put something like that. You're stuck in certain points in the light blue box. And have a hard time focusing on the graphics as needed. Okay? Now, end with a compliment. What would a compliment for this website be?
Great. Great contrast of colors.
Okay, we've already mentioned that though.
Oh, okay.
So no, don't reuse the same one.
Oh, okay. I like the fonts. The fonts are nice.
So overall, the fonts are nice to look at. The colors work well together.
Yes.
Notice I'm saying it, but in a different way.
You're right.
Together. And it is a clean looking layout.
Right.
All right, now, as you can see, that utilized all 3 of those.
Yes.
So that's what you have to focus on.
You want to take that 3 out of overall?
No, I think I'll leave it. I'm teaching everybody how to reread.
I know what it is. Your fingers are typing what it wants to and not what you want it to.
Told you I got old with my birthday. Okay, so as we're saying though, that is proper feedback, okay? Creative feedback is done in 3 steps. Start with something nice, lead into something negative, but say it in a positive manner.
Right.
So, something nice about the art, or instead of art, it would be design.
Right.
Now, when it comes to say something negative in a nice way, and then end with another compliment. So this one just ties it. It's like a paper. You're heading something nice.
Under that, say the negative part.
Huh?
Nice way.
Yep, that's exactly what it is. Say the negative part in a nice way.
But also giving the feedback on what might be better.
Okay, that's what it's all about. Yes.
Yeah,
So
that's why
the negative part
risk in there. That's why I decided to.
There we go. suggested improvement. So there we go.
There you go.
So that right there is creative feedback process, okay?
Mhm.
So as you're going through it this week, I want you to actually look at that, and that's what you're going to do. Now,
Okay.
this is going to be one of my pages. I haven't created the other two yet,
Oh, okay.
okay? Now, I may just change it and use the three of these if I want. Photos. Notice I have my photos and my photo repair. Really, I'd really want to separate those two.
Yeah, and it's kind of offside too.
What do you mean? Oh, this? Yeah,
Uh-huh.
there's a wider space. So that would be something else to add to the feedback is this big space right here.
Right.
So in this layout, you can see the issues, but overall it looks good on the flow.
Right.
And they're just aesthetics rather than actual issues to some people.
Yeah.
Now, let's say I was using green for the background. Now, watch what happens if I use green.
Ow.
Oh, it could get worse. Look at that. See what that red does? That red makes it really blurry and hard to read.
Right.
Well, imagine being colorblind. Let's go up here. Let's see. View. There we go. Okay, there's one way a colorblind person would see it.
Yeah.
You remember these, right? That I showed you?
Yes, I do.
And there's the other one. That's what I normally see, by the way, with red and green.
Okay. You're colorblind?
I'm severely colorblind.
Yeah, you never know it.
I've learned to work with it. So as you're going, now you can start to use that and the proper feedback on what we need to make this
Right.
look good. And there you
I
go.
like that.
Huh?
I like that dark blue in there.
Mm-hmm.
I like
So these-
blue anyway.
Yeah. It's a good one. Now, so as you can see, though, this is going to be my web page. This is one of them.
Okay.
So, and this is 1080 by 960. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So just remember those 3 steps to creative feedback.
Say something nice about design. Say a negative part with suggested improvements in a nice way, and end with a compliment.
Mm-hmm. Or even without it being nice about the design. For example, another option for one could be shut off Siri. You have, and notice, watch the feedback I give you with your discussions. You have, and when I'm giving the actual discussions, when I add to them, notice we have a good start on the idea behind this website.
Yeah.
Boom. You mentioned, or, boy, my typing's off tonight.
You're typing with an accent.
I am. So you're,
That's what my cousin always told me. I was typing with an accent.
Okay, there you go. Notice when I do the discussions that I do that a lot.
Yes.
Okay, and I'll tell you something you did. And then see, even say the focus
Yeah.
of the feedback, focus part. Okay. And the reason it's focus is you're always doing this in a nice way, but because even if it's good, this is really good. But now you mention this. How can we move forward? That's where and then you end with the compliment.
Right.
So I'm kind of giving you feedback at the same time as I'm giving you more questions.
Right. And I like the feedback. It helps me to understand what I've done wrong and how to improve it.
Okay. And that's what it's for. It's not to degrade you, it's to help you. And that's why you do it in these steps.
I know there's a lot of people that think that, it's terrible, but I don't. I know that it's to help me out.
Yep. We're not degrading your work. If the instructor starts to degrade your work, then there's a problem.
Mm-hmm.
So, okay. So now that you see how to do that,
Right.
does that help you prepare also mentally for week 4's discussion?
Yes, it does.
Notice we have to have everything in by Saturday.
Right.
All right. So now, as you can see, my new website layout.
Right.
I have my buttons. Now, what do you think about those buttons?
Well, they're good except for the fact that I know that the portfolio, I think, should be a different color other than the dark blue.
Oh, you can still see an outline, but it's there because that's the active page.
Yeah.
So you're not going to be selecting it.
Okay.
Now, why would it need another color? Use this. I'm trying to get you to use this. I'm not trying to degrade what you're saying. I'm trying to get you to use this.
I know. I know. But some people might not be able to see the outline,
Okay.
and it would be better if it was like the light blue of the box.
Okay, now do you want to say it would be better or it would be stronger?
I think it'd be stronger.
Yep. The more positive words you could put in a negative sense,
Right.
make it sound like, oh, okay, you're trying to help and you are giving me suggestions rather than putting my work down, telling me how to do it.
Right.
Okay.
It would look stronger.
Mm-hmm. See, but you see the difference between better and stronger there.
Right.
They mean the same thing, but it's a matter of how people have been taught to accept certain words.
Right.
Better right off the bat says you're not doing good enough. Where stronger, oh, this is pretty strong. Now, how can we make it a little stronger?
Right.
And it's just something that honestly is kind of new within the last 10, 15, since the 90s that came out. And the reason it did was because that's when political correctness started coming in, believe it or not. And then they came up with this thing called, this idea came from China. China or Japan? One or the other. And it was called total quality force management.
Okay.
Basically, everything is done with a positive spin no matter what.
Right.
The problem is it led to us being too PC because now that's a personal opinion. But how could I say that so that it puts a spin on it for feedback?
Yeah.
Okay, so rather than saying that is a problem it's led us to, I could say, okay, now this is the result of this. Now, that's a personal opinion. So when you're doing the feedback, you have to remember it is a personal opinion and not
Right.
fact. Okay, so this is your personal opinion. And yes, even when the instructor gives it to you, it's an opinion. It's not always fact. Now, if I were to say, okay, this text is really hard to read. Okay, that's a fact. It's hard to read, right?
Right.
But now by telling the student this or your peers, that is difficult to read. Consider how, and the word consider calms a lot of things down.
Yeah.
Consider how someone with color blindness would view this, or consider how the creator wanted this program to work with total quality force management. It's not saying it didn't work, but it's working differently than they expected.
Right.
And again, that's an opinion.
Mm-hmm.
So you need to be careful on the feedback, opinion versus fact. If you start saying, well, you're going to do it, but if you do it better this way, then it's coming across as a fact that your work is going to be better than theirs.
Okay.
And well, let's face it, as an instructor, my goal, I don't want you to have work as good as mine. My goal is for my students to have better work.
Yes.
And by me saying, well, you could do better this way, I'm still putting it down a level where consider how it can be stronger this way. I've just elevated your work to my level as well. You're not below me. Does that make sense?
Yes.
And that's how you want to approach all feedback. Okay? All right, so now that being said, that covers the discussion. Now we're going to have some fun.
Okay. We always have fun.
We do.
I have fun with in the classes with you anyway.
Okay, so now I'm going to get this widget, maybe. Choose the template. Oh, look, it's got a picture in it. Or a video. And I'm going to go with the picture. Okay. Now, how do I get this one? Or I can make my own with the image. Now it's not letting me go backwards. Okay, so we're going to do this again. This way we're not going to do that. We're going to take one, choose the template. Okay, there's the template.
Okay.
Import it. Oh, I haven't saved it. So what do I do? Next. Okay, next. Show the pop-up.
Right.
Frequency. So after so many seconds, animation on it. And we could do this. Let's do a fade in. Oh, it's a premium feature, so I'd have to upgrade on that site to get it. Okay?
Yep.
So always visitor click. Oh, another one.
Yep.
So, but now let's go next. Enter your email or sign in with Google. We're going to sign in with Google. Maybe. if I remember my password.
I don't have, that's why I have a little book that has mine in.
Yeah, mine's on my phone that I don't have with me right now. There we go. Save as test. Select the platform. Oh, look, all these platforms we get to use.
Yeah. I was trying to put one on Behance, but I didn't know how to go about it.
I'm not sure either. Now, Facebook. I want to put it on Facebook or HTML. I am creator. Muse. And save. Oh, the one that I just asked for
Yep.
is because I did the limited upgrade. Yeah. So I want the free plan. And there we go. Download. There it is. Now we go in. Place. Go find it. Click where it's at. And make it the large I want. All right, so now what we're going to do is File, Place. Okay, I just downloaded that. Put it right there. And what was this one? Oh yeah, that's the pop-up. Okay, so now we're going to come over here to the plus, drop down, label it, pop-up, view preview or live in page. Click here for help. To edit your pop-up, view the preview. So we're going to add the pop-up. So for the pop-up, we're going to right-click, paste. Oops. File. We're going to place. Now we're going to grab a graphic. And that right there. Now watch. See, that just took me to that site.
Mm-hmm.
So I'd have to do all the editing before I download that. Okay, so that's the problem with some of these is playing with them to get them to do what you want.
Yeah.
All right, let's put a map.
Okay.
Okay, so Boise, Idaho, address. There we go, Boise, Idaho. First location. Okay. And there we go. Boise, Idaho, USA. There we go. So next, we're going to leave as is, save. Now I'm going to go this one again
Yeah.
and down. All right, so now we're going to delete this, delete it, file, place. The map. Now we're going to go file. Okay, notice it didn't take it to it. Because
Yeah.
all those you need to buy, right?
Yep.
So you can put a basic function there, but that doesn't mean it's going to work.
Right.
All right. So let's go ahead, take that one out. Okay, notice that's power IO. So let's look at some others. Let's do a mobile menu. Okay, there we have it. Now, and there they are.
Hmm.
Okay, so let's take a look at the preview. This is basically what it's going to look like. And the menu. Okay, let's see what others. Let's put this one there. Buy one thing, two things, three things. All right, so does that answer that question?
Hmm.
What it does?
What's that hover animation text? Okay. I see. That's neat.
Let's go ahead and we're going to download that one. Oh, that's at that site, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't have my info in, so.
Huh?
I don't have my info in right now.
I noticed they got all the buttons for Facebook and all of them too.
Facebook page widget. Come on.
Is that yours or mine?
I think that was mine.
Popped up with the internet.
Right, and see. Let's see, that's all it is that button. It's going slow. Slow. That's all it was just that little email button. It said Facebook.
I was just wondering what happened to you.
Took it a minute. Let's take a look at this. Come on. There you go. And seeing now, full version of it. See, look at that. And let you choose one of the galleries. See? Notice it's trial version. So it's something to look for.
Yeah.
Then it says trial version across it. Come on. There's another gallery right there. Let's do the play cards. Oh, here we are. Preview. Click on the arrow icon to switch between pictures. There's the arrow.
That's Venice.
Mm-hmm. That'd be fun to go to. But as you can see, that's kind of cool.
Yeah, it is.
The Z-scale. Let's take a look at that one. And see how that one goes away?
Yeah. That's neat too.
Mm-hmm. All right, a skill bar. You know what a skill bar is, right?
No.
Okay. Well, how much work have you done? Are you used to? What's your skill level?
Oh, okay.
Another trial version of gallery. All right, now let's see. Let's use this one. What?
I was wondering what that was. Oh, okay.
It ends animate. So you
That's
can
neat.
just put your own animate together, right?
Yeah. I have a teacher to show me how to do that.
Let's see what power booking is. And see, like a schedule. Okay, now we're gonna go. Yeah, you just skip on each one. Come on. Edit it. Edit your booking, view the preview or live page. So, file. There you go. Edit the booking. PayPal setup, calendar setup. And look, you can even change the pictures. Service types. That would be like these. Does that make sense?
Yes.
All right. What else can we do?
you can find out why I'm having so much problem getting my stuff out of Facebook under my library. I have no idea how come I can't get it into my library.
All right, now what I'm going to do is let's stop the share and I'm going to have you turn yours on and let's take a look, see what we can do.
Okay. I'm sharing. All right. This is what I have. I have all of this in no, wait a minute. Go back to it. I have got so many. There's my portfolio page. No, come on. All right. This is how I did it. This is what I sent to you on that's my stripes. I had to put that in on the other, but I can't get the only button I got to save was the one on contact, and this is what I'm fighting on Muse because I can't get them in from the other to this one. This is my master page.
Okay.
But when I go to the library, I don't have anything on it, on any of my libraries. You know what this one is? That was from the school.
All right, so let's go back and take a look at your master page, the buttons, and see what's wrong with them.
So that's not even, all right. My master page. That's it. I haven't done anything else because
All right.
I'm problems.
All right, now let's go ahead and add the buttons.
Mash the button.
Add the buttons, yes.
What button?
The buttons you were having a problem with?
Oh, they are not in Muse. This is where I saved each group.
Oh, okay.
Okay, in Photoshop. All right. And each group, like I just shut portfolio, I can't get them to go to save. There's about me. But this I don't understand either.
What?
On this button, about button, it's got a question mark on that one and on the contact button. Like that right there.
Uh-huh.
I guess it's not linked. This is what I come up with on there. When I tried to save these things. That's the only button that saved. I just did this one. But I can save them this way, but I can't get them to go into my library.
Oh, well,
That's all I got. I know I got the PDFs down there because I had to send it to you, but I've lost it somehow on trying to get them to go into library. And when I punched on this one, well, it didn't do it this time. Now, when I punch on it over in Muse, like I said, I'm totally confused.
All right, well, let's go ahead and put your buttons in.
All right. That's what I've been doing, trying to do this. I don't know what, how to get the buttons over here. Like I said, I'm totally confused. I did all this in Photoshop. And I can't get it to. I don't know.
Okay, I'm confused. What are you trying to do that it won't do?
Okay, I'm trying to get all this done, each group into my, all of this into my library so that I can transfer it that way. But, to put them in my library, but I can't get them into my library from Photoshop. So there's my.
Well, instead of that, where do you have them saved?
I have them saved. Oh shoot, where'd it go? Like I said, I'm confused. Into my file. Come on, where you at? No, that's not it. I've got them in my file. And here they are, right here.
All right, then go back to your Muse and just file place and go get them.
File place.
Mm-hmm.
Into Muse.
Correct.
Okay. But the only thing is these, okay, are the whole thing. It's not the buttons. It's just the whole.
All right, let's go back to Muse and go file place.
Okay. Into file place.
File place, yes.
Okay. That's what I get.
All right, click on it again. Click on your About button.
I'm sorry, what?
Click on your About button.
And open. I did.
Unlock it.
I unlocked everything.
Nope, your layer 2 is locked. Scroll down.
Okay. See, this is what it wants to put up. The whole thing.
Hmm.
Got the about button,
Wow. Yeah.
but that's not the size that I did it at, and it's not all there. Because it has a back piece that's supposed to go on there too, and it's not showing it. I could add that to the library, but I have no idea about what that says.
SEO, search engine optimization.
I'm sorry.
SEO is the search engine optimization.
Okay.
So click that.
That's still not the whole button though.
Do you have the layers turned off on your button?
Huh?
Let's go back and look at your button.
Okay. See?
Mm-hmm. Take the master page 8. Oh, I see what's wrong.
What?
Remember, they have to be saved as a PSD.
I'm sorry.
They have to be saved as a PSD.
You lost me.
All right, let's go back to your Illustrator. That's where you made them, right?
No, I started out in
Photoshop?
yeah.
All right,
See,
open Photoshop.
now there it is. That's the right one. If that is not. And I think what I did, I know I did something wrong because what I did was I would take one group, like this one right here.
Yeah.
All right. And that would be my home and master page. Okay. And then the about, it's a portfolio like that. And that's how I saved them. And maybe I shouldn't have. My contact button doesn't have the thing in it either. Each one of these had a unicorn in the background. But I don't know why I can't get them to the button. Anyway.
Okay, save this.
Huh?
Save it.
Save it?
Hmm. Yes.
Because that's two together. Okay. That's in music. Anyway,
Okay, what are we doing for the change on that?
I'm sorry.
Okay, remember, you have to go. Oh, that's Muse.
But apparently I had this, we'll go again with my thing not working right. I had this one set for the different colors,
Okay.
and it's not showing up either. That's not right. Okay, that had different colors on it too.
Okay, run it again.
Run it again, we mean,
File, page, view in browser.
oh, okay. Nope.
Now, did you sort, would you import? Did you insert the graphic or the button?
I imported it.
Let's go back and try, let's go back.
Okay. Okay.
All right, now, delete it.
No, not copy. Hello. Okay.
All right, now let's try it again. File, place, Photoshop button.
Ah, that's right. It won't let me do it.
That's because those are AIs. It has to be a Photoshop button.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yes,
So that answered your problem?
I think so.
Yes. Do
Let's
that.
hope so.
You'll have to create it in Photoshop.
Right. Okay. All right, but that's what I did too. Wait a minute.
Mm-hmm.
Because I have them in Photoshop. So you like this one right here. All right, the contact button. And I don't know what happened to my unicorn. It went with it, but this is my contact buttons. Do I need to connect them or to save them that way? I like my portfolio buttons.
Mm-hmm. All right, now let's open up your Photoshop.
I'm in Photoshop.
Oh, you are. All right. Now, oh, you have to create them individually.
Individually?
Yeah.
Okay. That's where Cause
The
see,
button with each step on it, remember? And then name it as we were last week.
okay. Cause see, there's my button for home, but the home text is way up there. All three of those.
Okay, now for the home text, click on that layer. All right, now use your, go up and choose your selection tool. Not the button, the home text.
The selection
The
tool.
one right below it, yep. The selection tool, the top tool.
I lost them. All right. Selection tool is what?
That's the double crosshair, that's the crosshairs.
Right there.
Yep. Now
All right.
go over and choose your home button, which is not the home button itself, the one right below it.
That's the text.
Yep. Now use your arrow keys. Now go back up to home.
Okay.
Go up to the home. Now, no, home, not home button. Yes, that one.
Are you talking about up here?
No, down below. Right
Okay.
below, you've got the home button selected. Select right below it. Now, double click.
All right.
So there's the text. Where do you want that text?
I want it to say home.
Oh, okay. Double click on the
It's
T.
supposed to say home.
Double click on the T right there. Right next to the word you've got highlighted, home. Yep, double click there. Now you could type home.
Okay. It was in there at one time.
Nope, you have to actually hit escape. Well, fix
Huh?
it. All right, now double click on the T again.
Okay.
Now, HOME.
HONME. Okay.
No, type home.
Huh?
Let me borrow your mouse.
Right here.
Yeah, I just requested your mouse.
I've got it. Got it.
Okay, now. Okay, I'm going to double click here.
Okay.
See how that highlights over here?
Yeah.
Now we're going to choose this.
And I know why you can't see it because it's behind the other one.
Okay, now to fix that, here, let's go here. All right. Well, all you do is you drop that one down below it.
Yeah.
There you go.
Right.
That's what you wanted?
I want to find out how I can put it in my library.
You can't really put this in the library, that one layer. This whole thing will go in the library.
Yeah, I know. That's what was bothering me.
To do a button, like your button, this, right?
Uh-huh.
Now that's your page. That's the page.
That's how I ended up saving them.
Okay, your buttons should actually be in, where's your buttons? Are they, where you created those in Illustrator?
Yeah, my buttons are in here. And
Or where?
in this, in the group.
You just, okay, let me borrow your mouse again.
Sure.
Okay, yeah, what you need to do is make the contact button its own entity first. So you're going to I just went Command C.
Okay.
File, new. Okay, I'm waiting for the new to come up. There we go. Now, okay, custom. But I don't need a custom because that's not it. It's not.
No, when I was making the buttons, I was like you did with the 3x3.
So you use this one?
No, yeah, one of those two. That's how I was trying to create them.
Okay, so now what we're going to do, we'll drop this to here for a minute. To right there, and you'll see why.
Okay.
Now I'm going to click on this one. We need to drop that one too. So we're going to drop it down too. All right, so it's right there.
Okay.
Do me a favor, go up to File.
Okay.
Drop down the file. Not file, window.
Okay.
Now go all the way down, scroll down. Okay, I got it again now. There we go.
Okay.
Whoa. Okay, so is that the one we just created? There we go. Now we can put these right next to each other and look, click back and forth. So I'm going to click there. Now I'm going to take this group.
Yeah, which is the contact.
Right there.
Okay.
All right, now that is now your button.
Okay. And then I can take and change the color of the contact, the word.
Yeah, it's right here. It's all text.
Okay.
Does that help?
Yes, that
And then you're
helped.
going to remember, then you're going to the contact button itself, that's the horse. So you're going to have to rasterize it. Rasterize it. Rectangle. So now what you could do is highlight them all.
Okay.
And do the Command E.
Okay.
And then that has to come outside of that group.
Right.
Like that. But let's go ahead and before you do that, we're going to go back to here so they're separate. And I would take them all out. Now this is no longer needed.
Right.
And then you'll just,
And the background's not needed.
okay.
There. Okay.
Now, all right, so that's your contact. And what you're going to have to do for your 3 layers, right click, so you select them all, do a Command J.
Okay.
Just a minute. Let's unselect. All right, now do Command J.
Okay. You want me to?
Yes.
Okay, I did.
Why is it not? There we go. Whoops. Ah, we just duplicated it quite a few times. All right, so we only want it once to begin with. Now,
Right.
so now you're going to come down to these three, highlight them, Command E. That makes them one. And this is
Okay.
going to be, what's this first button? What was it? Click or roll over or what?
Normal.
All right, so there's your normal button. Now, if you want to change, what do you want to change? These three things right here. Okay, these three things right here are what you're going to change for the click. And then you're going to duplicate it. Then you're going to go back, highlight those three, do the Command E that collapses them into one layer. Does that make sense?
Yes. In other words, they have to be in one layer and to change the wording.
Yep. To bring
Okay.
me to that, not change the wording. This is only going to change, make your button, the rollover and all that, the 4 stages. To
Right.
change the word, you have to click here.
That's what I was talking about.
Okay?
To change the word. Do
Yep.
I have to do the whole button just to do the word change?
No.
Is what I was thinking of, just changing the words, the color of the words,
Okay. Well,
not the whole button, not the whole group, not the whole button.
now what you can try, there you go. So you just want to change the words.
Right.
So do it this way. Command J. So now I copied the button in the whole group instead.
Okay.
So here, put home. Oops, no enter. And for example, this button's going to be what?
It could be normal.
Normal. And I'm not sure how this will work yet. I'll have to play with this because I haven't tried doing normal buttons with groups. So it may work. And this one will be rollover.
Right. Now I'm just thinking about, there you go.
And then you could change the color the way you want.
Mm-hmm.
Now, like I said, I'm not sure how a rollover is going to work in a group. I'll play with that tonight and see what we can do tomorrow.
Okay.
Okay? Because I haven't tried that to bring in. But yeah, just play with this. If you can, please get last week's done tonight or
What I'm trying
tomorrow.
to get.
Okay.
I'm trying to get the last half of it, the assessment, where I get the buttons to working.
Oh, okay.
Because I already sent in the other.
Okay.
Okay.
And next week, we're just putting it, this week, we're putting it together is what we're doing.
Right.
So, all right.
I'm trying to get it all in.
Sounds good.
Hi.
Okay.
I appreciate it.
Hey, no problem. And then just do that with your buttons
Okay.
and get everything done except that. And then I'll let you know tomorrow night if that will work.
Okay.
Because I'm going to go, now I'm going to have to go play with that. Now I'm curious.
Okay.
All right. Do you have any other questions then?
No, that's all I have for now. I'll get this, I'll try to get this worked up tonight and have it in tomorrow.
All right. Sounds good.
All right.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you, and I will see you tomorrow then. Have a nice
Okay.
evening.
Yep. All right. Bye.
Bye.